we're going back to West Palm Beach, and why not?
West Palm Beach.
There's a
bounce between the cities.
Yeah, there's back in Palm Beach County in West Palm. There's updated plans for a $2 billion marina redevelopment. For people who aren't familiar with the Rybovich Marina, that's right there on. Is that on Flagler? I believe that's on Flagler.
Yeah, it's right off of North Flagler, basically.
Anyway, if you haven't seen it, looking at some of the renderings, as they always do, it looks really nice. The Huizenga family and Integra Investments, man, my pronunciation's all over the place, have filed updated plans for a $2 billion waterfront transformation at Rybovich Marina. And what started as one tower, now it's two, and they're two massive condo buildings, clubhouses, pools, office space, even pickleball courts. And of course, they're all anchored by one of the most prestigious marina addresses in all of South Florida. So, Larry, where do you know about this project?
Well, as you can see right now, it's a big marina already, right?
I'm familiar with the place.
I mean, they have real boats here, and they're not boats; they're yachts.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So this is a real operational luxury marina in place right now. And you know what's interesting about this is like it's like North Flagler. So I mean, look at how far from downtown West Palm this is. They're talking $2 billion project, and it's in Northwood.
Yeah, at first, by default, at first I was thinking closer to downtown where you just were, where a lot of the other, yachts you see it in all the fancy photos and whatnot.
This project makes sense. It makes sense because of the marina, right? Like if you're a big boat owner, it's not easy to find a place to keep your boat. And so if you're a big boat owner owning a condo and having the marina set up right there is very efficient. One, for your staff, for storage of all the stuff you have. A lot of these big boat owners have another storage unit somewhere like close by as well. So it's nice just to fly in, stay in the condo, then jump on the boat. It's just a very efficient process. It's not too far from downtown. It's I think this project makes sense, even though it's like far, in my opinion.
But it's a straight shot. It's like 10 minutes at tops from downtown.
My only issue with all of this is, and like people have to adapt to this when they come to South Florida, is $2 billion project across the street, $400,000 dump, right? So like that's what you're building into. Like you're building on that. I mean, the views are going to be epic. Like we talked about, right. The water views in like that, like Lake Worth, West Palm market, where when you're on the Intercoastal there on the mainland side looking east, it's huge. The water's huge. It's very different from looking out in Boca or Del Rey on the water on the Intercoastal. It's a much skinnier water frontage, right? So that's interesting. Huizenga is the guy or the family that was a part of and/or started Blockbuster. If you didn't know that.
Oh my God.
Waste management.
Yeah.
AutoNation. Like this family is super loaded. And Huizenga, the guy, the main guy, he passed away, and his son now runs the operations. But they're involved in a lot of big stuff, and they've been in South Florida for a very, very long time. They also had, you'll appreciate this, right? They had ownership interest in the Dolphins, the Panthers, the Marlins. So they've been a South Florida staple, billionaire family for a long time. That's a billionaire that we don't talk about so much.
There's so many others.
And there's exactly. There's so many others. And the other group, Integra, we've brought them up a bunch, right? So Integra and Huizenga, they're gonna knock this out. This is who you probably should have considered hiring Fort Lauderdale to do that stupid little project.
That's right. You bring in somebody who knows what they're doing, and then you let that guy run it.
Yeah, exactly. But this is going to be an epic project. It's going to be probably as epic as what's the one that was built on the Surfside building that we've been talking about by the Dubai company.
Yes.
it's probably going to be like that extreme of like a design. And I mean, you're going to have boats in there that are 200 feet, right? This is like billionaire central, right? So this is going to demand high quality, some of the highest quality. So yeah, this will be cool. What it looks like, it's a 14.58 acre parcel, which is pretty freaking big. 34 stories, 147 units with 681 parking spaces in the garage. That's just tower one. And
I
then
know. I wonder
two,
what. At first, I was going to say, I wonder why they decided to go with 2 towers instead of 1, and then it's like, oh wow, I bet they had a lot of land left over after the original plan. It's like, what are we going to stick here? It's like, you know what?
that
Put another tower down, shall we?
there's probably height restrictions too, right? So like if they wanted to go 60 stories, it's probably not a thing in West Palm. We're not in Miami, and I don't know what Fort Lauderdale's height restrictions are, but Fort Lauderdale's probably been a little higher or higher than West Palm. Yeah. So Tower 2 has another 112 units, so 259 units in total. Pretty big. And then 60,000 square feet of a semi-private club. My guess is this is like connected to the marina. So the marina, the condo complex, all this is going to be one massive luxury experience when you come in here. I can see people going from there to the Bahamas, staying in those luxury high-end clubs like the Albany Club. I bet you boats move from there to here. And so like at the Albany Club, as an example, the level of luxury is just like off the charts. And so these guys that are moving these big boats around, that is what they do, right? They want and need to be in those locations. The money doesn't matter. And so this will be a great connector from like Albany in Bahamas to West Palm, and then probably down to Fort Lauderdale, right? You just kind of move around down to Miami. And so this is kind of creating a environment that I think like places like Miami and Fort Lauderdale have some of, and West Palm needs it.